Good afternoon, everybody. I'm your host, Siddharth. I welcome you all to the biggest Indian youth talk show, YUVAMANCH, inspiring stories of Indian youth. Freedom in mind, freedom in your heart, memories in your soul. Big salute to all the soldiers of India who have sacrificed their life for our freedom. Jai Hind. Yuva Manch is a captivating online talk show presented by the Upskilling Panda, your online coach, and media partner Samachar Just Click and the publishing partner, the Dawn Publishers. The ambitious idea about Yuva Manch is to inspire and motivate young individuals by featuring their stories of success in the field of entrepreneurship, education and research, sports, yoga, social service. The Indian Youth Talk Show, Yuva Manch, helping youth and carve out their own identity and understand and navigate the modern world. Now, it's my distinct honor to introduce to you all our esteemed talk show guest, who is a true visionary, a young entrepreneur, and innovator in the field of environmental sustainability and solar energy. Both the speakers are childhood friends who have a commonality, dare to dream, and passion to do something different in their life. Both the speakers find a way to innovate for a greenery and more sustainable future of our country. Please join us to welcome Amrita Jagatdeo and Minushri Madhumita, Director of Think Raw India Pvt Ltd. Amrita has completed BE Electricals and postgraduate diploma in management, having more than a decade of experience in industry as a software consultant, and later on turned into a successful entrepreneur. I welcome you, Amrita. And
Thank you.
then another guest, Minushri, who has completed her master's in chemistry from Utkal University and also completed postgraduate diploma in management, having more than a decade of experience in IT sector as a business development consultant. She is a young entrepreneur who promotes solar energy in tribal and rural-based India. She has received many awards at both national and international level for their innovation and sustainability. I welcome you, Manusri.
Thank you, sir.
Good to be here and talking about the question answer session. So, Amrita, I know you both are friends from your childhood. What exactly encourages you to become an entrepreneur? And are your parents are entrepreneurs?
Yeah, I'll take this question, Mr. Satya. No, we do not come from a business background at all. So we both sides of the parents, for both of us, are from academic side. But actually, to answer this question, I would say that we never realized when we became entrepreneurs. Really, we are together since class nine. We used to roam around in the city, Bhavani Patna, which is in Kalahandi, Orissa. We studied together, so we used to go to the school and tuition on cycles, and we always used to think, what can we do so that we can achieve something of our own, so we can create a place or create something which can be called as Minushri's and Amrita's place. That was the only want that we had at that moment. But then our parents, we are very close to our teachers also. So they always told us that your study, your education, your life will be justified only if you do something for the society, for your country. So maybe that stayed in our mind for a long time, and we wanted to establish something and do something for the other kids, the families, where we can help earn livelihood for many families, where and they can get all facilities. We studied in a remote area, so we know that education wise we are at par, but then facility wise we didn't have access to many things. So we always thought that maybe we can make these available to those parts of our country as well. So everything put together, I would say maybe that is something that motivated us to go in this journey, and then we continue to be there. And suddenly I think today, now when I'm answering the question, I'm actually thinking that yeah, we have become, yeah.
Good, good. That's good to know. So, Amrita, tell us something more about how this business idea get into. I mean, when you get this business idea, both of you. Yes, Amrita.
Yeah, so we went to, after Bhavani Patna, days of Bhavani Patna, we went to pursue our higher studies in business management. Our engineering side, Minushri, went into MSc. Then we came together again, and we met each other in Delhi again. And then we said that we let's think about something. And Minushri is always a pioneer of at many things, and she has a lot of positive attitude. She said, no, no, fine, I'm done with my job, I will do something for the society. So she established an association which is called Bihang Welfare Association, and she started getting projects, the CSR projects, to build IT labs for rural schools. And then there was a requirement from Asian Paints. They say that you have to build the IT lab, and that needs to run on green energy. So we thought that that was the right moment, I think, Satya, when we realized that maybe we can establish our company now. It's the right time to jump in, and we can do the solar work on our own. So that's how ThinkRaw came into life. We started doing solar EPC projects, and then so we did some residential projects, commercial projects. Suddenly, we were hit by COVID. So at that point of time, there was no point. We were not able to, install anything. So we thought that no, we cannot sit idle at our places. We have to do. So we have this, maybe you would say, craving in our mind always to you make use of what you have in your brain cells. So we thought about an innovative solution in which will be in the solar power. And because we come from Orissa, so we are close to the farmers and the farmer base and aquaculture, fish and prawn farmers, agriculture farmers. So then we thought of conceptualizing an idea of the product Devaramitra and Krishizanu, what we have developed today. So that's how.
Great, great. I mean, as India is a country of agriculture, I'm sure that your innovation will really transform the farmer community. That's great to know about it. Ministry, when we're talking about inspiration, right? As you as an individual, who is one entrepreneur to be your greatest example or a source of inspiration to you?
Yes, basically, after, having worked almost, in IT sector for almost a decade, so left my job and started an NGO. So social development sector is something I always wanted to work for. And because having born and brought up in Kalahandi district of Odisha, this contribution towards social development has been always, an interest area for me. So for that, in that prospect, for Amrita and I, Tatas are, people, to whom we always look up to, because apart from being so successful in businesses, their contribution towards the development of the society has been immense. So of course there are idols.
That's great. Good. That's wonderful to know about your, journey of transformation. Amrita, can you tell us some more about, I'm also in the audience are curious to know how this company name came into your idea. I mean, what made you to decide that okay, this is the name we will give it to our company? Yes, Amrita.
I love this question. I love answering this question. This is a very easy one, actually. We took this name from a friend of mine. When I was studying in TFI Management Institute, my friend Hanuman Jain, he's a very established businessman at the moment now. So he used to scribble this name always, saying that he will name his company one day as ThinkRaw. So when I went into IT sector, I worked for a decade, but then I realized that Hanuman has never named his company as ThinkRaw. And when the time came when we were establishing our company, so I said, Hanuman, can I take this name? Because I used to love this name, and always also I wanted to have a story attached to the name of our country, the company, because that's from my friends, scribble the notes. So that's how he said. He politely, he's a kind person, so he said, okay, fine, you go ahead and take this name. And I think it's proving lucky for me, and we are very happy because everyone asks about the name of the company, and so this actually helps us get engaged with the with the questions, and the person and the clients as well as whoever is asking the question to us.
Good, good, good. That's
And
really
the name
interesting.
resonates. The name resonates, the youthness of our company, the innovative ideas of our company. So yeah, like truly justified a name.
Great, 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 great. So when we're talking about any business or an entrepreneur, there is always a journey, right? So looking at today's business competition, talking about startup or talking about early stage being an entrepreneur, right? So what is your mindset when we're talking about sustainability of your business? And can you share what makes you different? Yes,
Yeah,
Amrita.
that's a very interesting question, and this is question that we face every day. What makes us, helps us make ourselves differentiate from others so who are working in the same domain in the business area. So what we have realized is that clarity of thinking, clarity that we put in any proposal, the clarity of thought that we put in when we talk to our customers, and the promise that we make to our customer, the emphasis on quality of product delivery that we make, and we try our level best to deliver that as well as achieve that. I think that is something that makes us apart from the other competitors. As well as I would also like to highlight that Ministry has a very positive attitude, and it's a go he she has a go getter attitude. I think that's also helping us get into many remote areas, many tough situations, pass through many tough situations, and get into the finer areas where people hardly travel. And so we are able to create a niche for us, and I think that's all. Satya, this is something this is actually helping us, and also, of course, we are women entrepreneurs, and there's a current wave that we have in our country, so that is also helping us. That's also a major criteria, I would say, that makes us stand apart from the crowd.
Great, great, great. I mean, somebody rightly said when you're looking at the movie KGF, powerful people come from powerful places, but I do believe that powerful people also come from powerful practices. What makes you different by curious to make things different the way you think to serve something better for the large mass. That's so wonderful to know about it. Well, Ministry, when we're talking about the winning formula, I mean, everybody has certain winning formula, right? So, do you believe that there is winning formula for being a successful entrepreneur, according to you?
So the major challenges what we have seen across the startup arena, like the other co-founders, the major challenge they face is basically the conflict between co-founders. And here Amrita and I are more of like alter egos of each other's. So that is where we have got the leverage of we leverage upon that particular relationship between she and I, because that is the most strongest bond between the co-founders. So most of our time is spent after scaling of our products or taking our company to the next level kind of thing. There is no conflict between the co-founders. So that is something I can say the best advantage that we have got over over other startups. And the second thing is that yes, patience, perseverance, and hard work. It's very rightly said that there is no alternative to hard work. And at the same time, patience and perseverance are the two attributes one startup co-founder must have. Because establishing a startup is not one day's job or a 1 year's job kind of thing. You have to keep on pursuing yourself, pushing yourself towards your goal. And of course, with all these three attributes, you can definitely achieve success at the end of the day.
Great, great. So, Minister, can you tell us also more about, how do you handle investor and funding issues in your business? I'm sure that all of us being an entrepreneur, those who start in the early stage, they
Yes.
do face. So, can you share some of your thoughts?
Yes, sir. Here came basically, like per se, we are not exactly, just, college pass out, people kind of. Amrita and I came, we brought with more than a decade's experience into IT MNC environment to this platform of our startup. So we knew a bit of, we had got our own share of experiences. So the best thing we did for ourselves is we went with the best incubator. So we have been incubated with Electropreneur Park, Bhubaneswar. So basically, as a startup, you need, because you are not aware, lot many things are happening. things like the market linkages, the mentoring support, where to apply for the funding opportunities, where the low hanging fruits available to you. So, and a proper incubator will provide you with all those basic amenities to take your company to the next level. So we have been incubated with them. So we have received we have been connected with best of the mentors, industry expertise. Even they helped us with the validation certificate. And in the beginning we had to spend a lot of money after the patent filing, but after that, once we are incubated with them, the patents became free for us with the help of NRDC as well. And of course, they helped us in applying for lot many other funding opportunities. Like we got through NGIS Chunoti, we got through NRDC, we are the winner of ASME, American Society for Mechanical Engineers, ISO. And yes, here, first of all, last but not the least, I would like to quote Selco Foundation contribution, because once you come up with an innovative idea, without the proof of concept, normally funding opportunities are not available to you. So that was a very big challenge at the end of the at the beginning. So Selco Foundation, we applied with them, we got that funding, and once this POC was ready, it was really easier at our end to apply for different funding opportunities and avail them. So yes, thank you.
That's great. I mean, as you rightly said, you should try till you achieve something, right? And the process of funding and the process of investors and being an entrepreneur, you should try, and things will happen, right? That's good to know about it. Well, again, when we're talking about young, entrepreneurs, right? So everybody have a hardship. Everybody have a good days and bad days. So every entrepreneur journey is kind of a full of hardship, right? Share some of your failure and how do you learn out of it? How do you bounce back? I'm sure that this answer will definitely, inspire to many aspirant entrepreneur who all are with us now, right? So over to you, Ministry.
Yes, sir. There has been lot many challenges, sir. Once you have come up with an idea, whether that idea is in sync with the market or not. That is another, challenge. Then comes the funding opportunity, because to build that product, to establish the production unit, to do the R&D activities. Yes, this funding is a very, it's a very integral part of the entire journey, very important aspect. And then comes your validation, whether the idea has been, because without a proper validation certificate also, you can't sell the product to the customers. And then comes the customers acceptability, because for example, I'm giving you our own example, because we come up with the latest technology that is available. And of course our innovation is on the top of it, that those technologies still making the customers go for it or buy for to buy this product is not easy task. We have to create a lot of awareness program about the advantages of our product. Then only we can convince a client to to buy our product. So these are the challenges, I think, each and every startup go through. But yes, you are to keep on, because even in the beginning we applied it many places for the funding support and we failed miserably. Then also we never stopped anywhere, because whenever there was a mail coming to us that sorry to inform you that you have not been selected for the next round. Yes, we used to pinch the salt, but still Amrita and I never got demoralized or demotivated. After a half an hour or 1 hour or 15 minutes, we were ready with our laptop to apply for the other opportunity. So we continued doing that. Today, you name the funding support, and almost 70% of it we have availed, because because of those perseverance, those positivity. That's why we have been able to reach this level.
That's good to know. Yes.
I would also like to add there is actually in our field there is nothing called failure. So that is something that we have learned throughout in our journey. So yeah, I used to be very pessimistic, but Ministry is very optimistic girl. And what I have learned in this journey, that's there's no standard definition for failure. What you call as a failure will not be failure in my terms, and what I call as failure is cannot be failure in someone else's term. So it's a temporary thing. It's just something is working, something is not working. So our work in entrepreneurial journey is to see what is not working and what we can do to make it work. That's the only thing that we have to invest our time, energy, everything in. And I think it works. You have when we are working for a company, or we are not doing it, some studying or something. So we have our horizon, which is a very limited horizon, because we interact with those kind of people who are in our vicinity. But you get into business, when into sales also, I would say, for that matter, in any company, you get to meet a lot of people. Then your idea and definition of all this changes a lot. I think that's something that everyone needs to stick to. This is what we have learned. So maybe I thought we will just share it, so that if anyone finds it interesting, can actually try it out.
Great. I mean, that's rightly, both of you rightly said. Apart from the skill set, is the mindset, right? That's very
Yeah.
true. And the skill, will, and will makes it different. Only skill
Yeah,
will never help you. You should have your willpower and will. Give 100% and ensure that things move on. That's so inspiring to know from your perspective. Great. All right. So again, Minushri, I'll come back to you again. So can you share your thoughts when we're talking about how do you see the transformation of entrepreneurship in India in 21st century, and what message you would like to give it to the young aspirant entrepreneur?
I think we are in the best situation today to go for a startup, to establish a startup, to become successful in a startup arena, because like even both corporate sector, government sector, and your society. Now even like in our families also, people have come forward and accepted us that okay, you are a startup, then they are they would like to know about your story, how you are improving, how you are progressing. So the entire world is coming together to support a startup. So I think we are in the best phase today. And of course, like I can't tell you that somebody any person, any student entrepreneur or a normal entrepreneur, to follow my journey or a very successful startups journey blindly, because each one of us has got different ideas. Our startup works in different environments, and our stories would be different. Of course, we can take motivation, we like some examples, good examples from other stories. But yes, our story would be ours only, because we know what we are going through, our like ups and downs, our struggles, our challenges, and our advantages. That is these are the things known to us only. So yes, definitely, like you learn from others, but your story is not exactly like the others. So we shouldn't be like following others footpath, blindly. So that is one thing. And of course, like believe in yourself. Rome was never built in one day. So please don't think that yes, I'm starting a startup today, so 6 months or 1 year down the line I would be an unicorn. You'll definitely be an unicorn, so there is no doubt about it. But the time has to be right for that, and you keep on pursuing yourself, keep on pushing yourself till that point. So that's it.
Great, great. And that's why it's not about only the success. Journey is also very, very important, right? That's so good to know about your journey. So let me move on to the question answer session. So there is a one question for both of you. Subhasri, she is in at present in UK. She's asking a question. Can you tell me, is it very necessary, looking at your profile, having an experience, get into entrepreneurship? Is it a right way to do, or you can start by yourself and being an entrepreneur? Or is it necessary to have some kind of experience before you jump into business? Yes, any of you, Amrita or Minushri, can answer, please.
Not
given
exactly,
yeah,
not exactly. So
given a
like
chance given a chance, we would like to go back 10 years. Actually, ministry always says this, that we could have actually started it right after our 12th class. We had to it's not right that we actually waited for so long to start our journey and entrepreneur journey. So Shubhashri, you actually, whenever you think you can, you want to start your work, you start your thing, you jump in and start it. So you learn in your way. I mean, that is very, very good actually. So if you learn something in the job, that is the best experience, that is the best place to learn things. So Yeah, you can do it anytime actually. The early the better.
Great, good, good. Any more question? Let us know, audience, if anybody have any question. All right, there is one more question pop up. Uh, the question from Rupa from London. She is pursuing her masters. The question for both of you is that, is it that your equation of BE electrical and management, electrical, I mean engineering background and management background, does it add value to your your business ideas?
It does.
Yes,
If you, yeah, Minushri.
yes, the product we have developed, the Varamitra, this is a solar powered smart technology based solution meant for fish and prawn farming. The other product, Krisidhanu, is again a solar powered IoT enabled solid form of fertilizer dispenser. These are meant for aquaculture and agriculture sector. And of course, for that, Amrita, it's her brain. She's the main person behind both these products. So that is true. But for other startup, if somebody is coming with a different solution, not necessarily an engineering background or a management background is very much need of the our kind of, no, not exactly. For our solution, definitely Amrita's qualification, her experience played the biggest role.
Okay, that's good to know. Great. All right. I really, appreciate your passion for do things better to serve the society at a large context. I would like to extend my hearty gratitude to our esteemed guest speaker for the day, Amrita and Minushri, the director of Think Raw India Pvt Ltd, for sharing their words of wisdom, insightful experience, and successful journey and their passion to do something different for the society. It's really, truly inspiring for all of us. And trust such inspiring journey will encourage aspirant entrepreneur of rural India. Once again, thank you so much for joining with us. I would also like to thank each and everyone for you for being here with us today for this episode 1 of YUVAMANCH, a memorable one. Thank you so much everyone for joining with us. And also special thanks and heartfelt gratitude to our media partner, Samachar Just Click, and the publishing partner, the Dawn Publishers, for their continuous support, motivation, and encouragement. See you again with another inspiring stories of Indian youth who is a young entrepreneur and who is in Dubai. And see you in the next episode. Till then, goodbye. Jai Hind.